All right, so 3.6 multiplying matrices. And a big thing I will say is we do not do these the same way that we add and subtract or that we multiply by a constant in front. This is multiplying two matrices together. So if A is an M by N matrix and B is a N by P matrix, okay, remember these are the dimensions for them, then the product is A times B, and the result will be an M by P matrix. Okay, so what we have is A times B is equal to AB. Okay, so we have an M by N matrix and we have an N by P matrix. Okay, these middle two have to be the same. Okay, they have to be equal. Okay, and then these outer two are the dimensions of AB. Okay, and this will be a M by P matrix in this particular case. Okay, so some of the questions will say, can we do it? So basically, just a quick example here. If I have A is a 4 by 3 and B is a 3 by 2, then when I line them up, I have 4 by 3 and 3 by 2. These are the same, so I do have one, meaning AB would be 4 by 2. But let's suppose that on the flip side, these were a 3 by 4 and a 2 by 3. Then 3 by 4, 2 by 3. These two are not the same, therefore it's not defined. Okay, so that's the rundown. So that's the first thing we always have to check, is if the dimensions are such that it works. If they're not, it's not defined. So I might give you some really hard problem or something that looks really hard and the dimensions aren't the same, and then you can't do it. So actually multiplying matrices, okay, what this looks like. And we're going to spend probably 2 days on this stuff, so just know that you don't have to understand it all right away. Okay, I'm going to have a matrix A that is A, B, C, D. And you're going to have one that is E, F, G, H. Okay, and I'll also tell you, smaller ones I'll make you do by hand. Bigger ones I'll probably give you a calculator for. Okay, so I will teach you how to use your calculator for this to make sure you have that. Anyways. Alright, so I want matrix AB. Okay, this is a 2 by 2. This is a 2 by 2. These are the same, so I can proceed. Okay, so my resulting matrix, okay, and I wouldn't close off the side yet because it's going to need some space. Okay, what we do is we multiply here times here, so A times E, plus, and then we come over B times G. Okay, so it's the first row times the first column to give you this first element. Then you're going to come over here, and now we have A times F, so the first row times the second column. So it's going to be A times F plus B times H. Okay, and this is just a pattern. You're just going to have to memorize that this is how the pattern works. Okay? This isn't something that just clicks naturally. Okay, just make sure you're really careful when you're following it to make sure that it is working. Okay, so now for this bottom one, it's the second row times the first column. So it's C times E plus D times G. And then over here, I'm back to C times F plus D times H. Okay, so what you'll notice is that the E's are lined up here, so the column is lined up. The two things in the columns are lined up, and then I have done each element here. Okay, columns lined up, okay, and then here the rows are lined up, A and A, B and B, C and C, D and D, okay, so that is how you multiply everything together. All right, and obviously if these were numbers, you would total them, and then you would get a resulting 2 by 2 matrix. Now, like I said, these do get bigger than just a 2 by 2, okay, but I'm going to wait and do those when we're actually in class so we can walk through them together more easily. And just be prepared to have your calculator as well so we can, that's how we'll check them. And we'll even do some solving equations where you'll do the multiplying and then solve for like x and y as well. But that is all that you need to really know right now.